Speeding and
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of greatness. Diana is here. Diana is an artist who does murals and sculptures. And let's hear a little bit more what you do, why you do this, who are you?
Hi, very nice to meet you and to be here. I actually do a lot of murals. That's my main occupation for residences and for businesses. And the ones I love to do the most are the nurseries.
How do you find them? How do they find you?
Actually, when I started doing this, I put an ad in a local parents magazine. And it used to be the Bible for my neighborhood, so I started getting phone calls. And after a while, the word of mouth kicked in, which is the best advertising anybody can have. People loved what I do, and they would just literally cherish me and hand me over from friend to friend, from family member to family member.
When people are looking for someone like yourself, what kind of traits are they looking for?
They're looking for somebody who would listen to them, who would understand them, who would consider their needs, their personal style, as well as the style of their home.
But do they choose you because they love your vision, or they want you to implement their vision? What's more important?
Well, sometimes I do get
They,
somebody.
you have your own
Yeah,
style, right? You
I
have
do.
your own unique signature. So do
I
they
do
really
have-
want
yeah.
you to do it because of your style, or they just
It's
want?
the chicken and the egg. I do have my own style, but my background is in graphic design, which is working with Fortune 500 companies where you really have to see the client's vision and to satisfy them. So that's my biggest asset. I listen to my client and I fulfill their vision and their fantasy in whatever style they choose. I'm very versatile that way.
You have a daughter who is 17 and who is trying herself in modeling and acting. How do you measure this, and how do you protect her from being used in the industry? What's the ways to protect the kids?
Well, first of all, she's 17, so she's still a minor. She's a baby, so I literally have to be present at every job she does. I hold her by the hand, and luckily, all the great values that I've put into raising her are now coming through, and I
Do
see
you
it every
negotiate her
day.
deals? Do you let her talk to the artist directly?
No, she's not allowed to talk to anybody. Every deal goes through me, and we carefully pick and choose what she does and what she doesn't do. So
How do you choose which one goes in and which one not?
it's not based on the money. It is based on the image that she's trying to project and on the brand that she's launching of herself.
So it's more important if it fits in her portfolio
Of course,
in that sense, rather
yes.
than
If it's it has to be classy. Trashy won't do.
Okay, but how do you know which crew, let's say, will exploit her looks, and which one will have a future?
She's signed by an agency, therefore they're very much aware of her age and her needs and her preferences. So they only give her the jobs that she's fit for. And right now, I'm very happy to say that she very successfully completed New York Bridal Week.
Wow.
And she did New York Couture Fashion Week twice and absolutely loved it. So these are very upscale and very classy events, and of course the gowns were gorgeous, and she
Did you
looked
see my collection?
beautiful. Not yet. I'm gonna check out every
We
piece
have
that
some-
you have. Yes,
With some glow in dark fashion, and
excellent.
in the
I like something edgy.
in the February. It's not that edgy. It's just glow in the dark. It's
But that's
fluorescent.
fun. That's unusual.
Yes.
I like anything that's out of the box.
But the new collection that we are developing now is coming out as a family collection. So it has a
Yes, you mentioned that.
multi-generational look. So we have grandparents, we have the children, we have the parents. So it's like the whole look, like brothers and sisters. So it's not just usually
That's
in a fashion
great.
walk you would just see the children, or you would
Right.
see the female, or you
Yeah.
would see a male.
Well, like
or
mommy
like
and me,
like
and
a
here
mommy.
it's the whole clan,
It's
the whole
clan.
dynasty.
So when people do the Christmas picture, they want to have a picture with
A cohesive look.
Exactly. So
Excellent.
Yes.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see it.
Well, there are like about like 11 designers working together to put because the shoes, the
It all has
suits,
to
the
match.
like the guys, the older folks, the younger folks. So
Uh-huh.
it's a variety of hip hop, kind of different looks for the family, and they all have to be cohesive to each other.
That's great.
My question to you is going back to you as an artist. You come from Jewish heritage like me, and
Yes, we share that.
when you do your art, you are quite aware of restrictions that the rabbis, especially Hasidic or religious, would put. How that affect your life as an artist?
Well, actually, the Jewish heritage and culture is very rich, and there are lots of symbols that represent different values in our religion, as you know. So I've done projects where I've used the images like the Hamsa or the Jewish star in a very creative and inventive
I've done
way.
it also with my collection, and I
Right.
got a really terrible press on this.
Really?
A lot of rabbis felt that I objectify my models, and they are like in the Jewish tradition, in a sense, that's not the proper way of
Yeah,
presenting
but
a
we all
woman.
wear our Jewish symbols, so I don't really see the conflict there.
Exactly,
And plus,
that's-
what
that's-
you do work with sexy bodies, and I work, with paper, canvas, or walls.
They thought
So-
if I'm using the Jewish symbol, it's okay. But at the minute I'm using the religious
Yeah.
symbol, which is also Magen David, or
Yeah.
that's not okay. How do you distinguish between those two? Like, I don't want to offend anybody. but
Yeah,
at the
no,
same time,
neither do I. I'm
still
always very
I'm
careful.
Still not, I'm not shy of who I am. So
of course. And I think there's also, the secular, the social connotation of the Jewish symbols, and I am more of that. I do respect our culture and religion and tradition, but I'm more of a spiritual
But
person.
how do you tackle this? Like, if you get, you probably never get.
I haven't.
so,
I really,
yeah,
I've,
I do.
even I have a 10-foot metal sculpture in Staten Island on permanent display, and it's a 10-foot Jewish star, which is made up of a body of a man and a woman, and when the two cross, it forms a Jewish star. So in a way, it is symbolic of a man and a woman. It's the unity, it's the family, but yes, they are, representational of human bodies, and it's my award-winning piece, so I really haven't had much criticism.
Okay.
It's like the community
Maybe
symbol.
this community is really looking forward. I don't know if you saw my pageant. I have a Jewish model competition. All the Jewish girls from different countries from the world are competing. Which Jewish girl is the most prettiest one?
That's great.
And,
Jewish girls are the prettiest.
And it was very difficult to
To promote.
share the message with the rabbis, so to get political support from the congressmen, from the councilmen.
Really?
They all felt that it's objectifying, God forbid, because if I would only have the dress, that would be fine. But the minute swimwear comes in line,
Yeah, swimwear
And,
is very controversial.
and,
I could see.
the minute a different age group comes in line,
Yes.
and I want to Jewish ladies participate. So I have in my pageant. I don't know if you ever saw my pageants. We have grandmothers, we have wives, so we have the daughters. So it's a multi age. It's not just a particular.
Can I participate?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great.
Actually, you are probably the most successful demographic for that pageant.
Okay.
Historically, every pageant that is taking place, whether it's Indian pageants or models or Pakistani or the Jewish, women who own businesses and promote their businesses, they use the pageant is a platform.
Of course.
It's a space where you can promote your cause. You have your charity,
Your
you have
brand,
your
yeah.
cause. So a lot of ladies who own travel agency or bridal business or whatever business that needs some kind of voice come on stage, and it takes
That's great.
quite a bit of courage to be on stage. So
Of course.
we even have one time experience when the mother and the daughter competed in the pageant together. So
Are you
the
suggesting?
no, I'm just like
Yeah.
you can watch that show. So the mother
Gladly.
won the pageant. We didn't realize that it will be on the same stage, because the mother won against the wives. So we have the Jewish wives
Yes.
competition, and the daughter won the crowned Miss Jewish. Jewish.
I see.
So at the end we had like, luckily the unrelated grandma won the pageant. She had a wheelchair, so it was a little bit of charity, but
That sounds like a fun competition.
but the whole family is coming. That's
It should be a family event because, you know, the Jewish culture is all about the family and the community, so
Yes.
it sounds very fitting.
okay. So you're welcome to join us, and
I applaud you in your endeavor.
it's a we try that as a noble cause,
Cause, yeah.
something that actually inspire and help the ladies to have their own space to opportunity to talk and look.
And showcase themselves, yeah.
Yes,
It's
so
great.
that's why age is not a limit there.
It's not a limit. Super.
You get husbands, you get guys of proper attire who vote, and
Oh,
your
yeah.
family comes support. So you have pretty good chance as much as anybody. It's
Great.
not about the usually the audience comes from the people who support the participants. So
Yeah, sounds
more-
like a great event.
okay, we have you there.
Okay, you got a fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's your Instagram by any chance?
My Instagram is Diana's Murals. That's
Okay,
the name
and
of my
is there a
business.
website with it?
Oh, yes, my website is www.dianasmurals.com.
Please check and look at Diana's work. I think it's pretty amazing, and hopefully we have Diana come back again.
I
And
would love to.
if you have any questions for Diana, please write email to us, so Diana might answer on the next show. And hopefully you enjoy.
Thank you.